Harmful habits not only negatively affect personal image but also destroy relationships and erode the respect of those around you. When we engage in these habits, we break trust, hurt others, and miss opportunities for both personal and professional growth. Welcome to the channel, Stoic Lessons, where we explore deep life philosophies and valuable lessons for personal development. Through these videos, you'll find inspiring stories, essential skills to face challenges, and mindsets that will help you live a meaningful life. In this video, we will delve into 5 harmful habits that will cause you to lose respect. I encourage you to abandon these habits as soon as possible. Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery and create positive changes in life. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the latest insights. Now, let's get started. 1. Lying and dishonesty. Lying and dishonesty are among the most harmful habits that can cause you to lose respect from others. Honesty is the foundation of every lasting relationship, whether it's in family, work, or friendships. When we are dishonest, we not only hurt others but also destroy our own reputation and integrity. Let's explore more deeply the negative consequences of lying and dishonesty, why it leads to a significant loss of respect, and how to overcome this habit to become more trustworthy. Lies, whether harmless or significant, can lead to negative consequences. When a person lies, they must continue lying to cover up previous lies, creating a never-ending vicious cycle. Lies can gradually become part of a habit and weaken a person's self-esteem. The liar begins to feel trapped by the falsehoods they've created, losing the ability to live truthfully and freely. Moreover, when a lie is uncovered, trust between the involved parties is severely damaged. People often lose trust in those who have lied to them, and this suspicion can persist for a long time. Once trust is broken, it can lead to a series of events that weaken the relationship and make others feel unsafe sharing personal information or working with that person. Respect in a relationship is built on honesty and transparency. When a person is dishonest, they break this foundation. Here are some specific reasons why lying leads to a loss of respect. Loss of trust. Trust is the core of any relationship. When lying, the liar undermines the trust others have placed in them. Losing trust also means losing respect, as respect is built on a solid foundation of trust. Creates a sense of betrayal. When deceived, people feel betrayed and hurt. This feeling often leads to anger and a loss of respect for the liar. Once this sense of betrayal arises, it is very difficult to recover. Damages personal credibility. A person's credibility depends greatly on their ability to keep promises and act according to their words. When someone frequently lies, their credibility is harmed, and consequently, their respect in the eyes of others diminishes. Although the loss of respect due to lying and dishonesty is unfortunate, it is not irreversible. Here are some ways to rebuild trust and respect. Acknowledge and apologize. The first step to recovery is to acknowledge that you have lied and offer a sincere apology. Be transparent and honest about why you lied and take responsibility for your actions. Take actions to make amends. After admitting the mistake, take actions to make amends. This can include keeping promises in the future, demonstrating honesty in all situations, and working to rebuild lost trust. Commit to honesty in all situations. One of the most effective ways to restore respect is to commit to living honestly in every aspect of life. Always remember that telling the truth is often harder than lying, but its value is much greater. Learn from mistakes. Use past mistakes as a lesson to improve yourself. Ask yourself why you lied and how to avoid similar situations in the future. In conclusion, lying and dishonesty not only cause you to lose respect from others but also damage your own self-esteem. Recognizing the negative impact of this habit and committing to change is an important step toward becoming a trustworthy and respected individual. Remember, honesty is not only a good virtue but also the foundation of every lasting and strong relationship. 2. Criticizing and judging others. Criticizing and judging others is a toxic habit that can quickly erode the respect of those around you. This habit not only negatively affects relationships but also generates negative emotions and diminishes the value of the person engaging in such behavior. Respect is built on a foundation of understanding and empathy. So criticizing and judging, especially unfairly or excessively, can destroy that foundation. Criticism and judgment of others can manifest in various forms, from negative comments about appearance, clothing, to lifestyle choices, and personal views. While constructive criticism is sometimes appreciated, When criticism becomes a habit, it often takes on a negative tone and brings no benefits to either party. The act of criticizing and judging often stems from a desire for control or dissatisfaction with oneself. When we criticize others, we are often reflecting our own internal discontent or lack of confidence. This creates a vicious cycle where the more we criticize, the worse we feel about ourselves, which further erodes the respect we receive from others. Here are some reasons why criticizing and judging others leads to a loss of respect. Causing hurt and a sense of offense when criticized, especially unfairly or maliciously. People often feel offended and hurt. Negative criticism can inflict deep emotional wounds, making others feel unsafe and threatened. Weakening relationships. Continuous criticism can create distance in relationships. Instead of fostering understanding and empathy, criticism leads to tension and detachment. People tend to avoid those who constantly criticize because they feel unsupported or undervalued. Reflecting a negative personality, someone who continuously criticizes others is often seen as negative and difficult. This can diminish the attractiveness and respect others have for them. Rather than being viewed as fair and objective, they will be seen as narrow-minded and lacking in understanding. Creating a negative environment, an environment where criticism and judgment are normalized, becomes toxic and negative. People won't want to work or interact with those who only criticize, as it diminishes morale and positive energy. Changing the habit of criticizing and judging others will not only help you maintain and strengthen relationships but also help you develop a positive personality and earn greater respect. Here are some ways to address this habit. Self-reflection and awareness of the habit. The first step to change is becoming aware of your habit of criticizing and judging. Ask yourself why you feel the need to criticize others, and what drives you to do so. Self-reflection helps you understand the deeper causes and find ways to change. Practice empathy and understanding, instead of criticizing. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes to better understand their situation and feelings. Empathy not only helps you avoid criticism but also fosters a positive and supportive environment. Focus on positive qualities, rather than focusing on others' flaws. Look for positive traits and praise them. This not only improves relationships but also makes you more positive in others' eyes. Learn to give constructive feedback, when necessary. Learn how to provide constructive feedback rather than simply criticizing. Constructive feedback focuses on helping others improve without hurting them. Cultivate patience and acceptance of differences. Everyone has different strengths and weaknesses. Accepting differences and cultivating patience will help you more easily accept others without feeling the need to criticize or judge. In conclusion, criticizing and judging others is a habit that can quickly erode respect and damage relationships. However, by becoming aware of and changing this habit, you can rebuild trust and respect from those around you. Remember, understanding, empathy, and a positive approach are the keys to maintaining and strengthening respect in all relationships. 3. Not keeping promises. Not keeping promises is one of the most harmful habits that can lead to a quick loss of respect from those around you. Promises, big or small, are crucial for building and maintaining trust. When a person does not keep their promises, they not only cause disappointment but also break the foundation of trust in relationships. Let's take a closer look at this habit, its negative impact, and ways to overcome it to become a more reliable person. The habit of not keeping promises can start from seemingly small reasons such as forgetting appointments, not completing tasks on time, or simply not following through with what was said. Initially, this may be seen as an oversight or carelessness. However, when failing to keep promises becomes a habit, it leads to more serious consequences. People who don't keep promises often lose the trust of others. People begin to feel uncertain about their commitments and become reluctant to depend on them for any responsibilities or promises. This loss of trust leads to a loss of respect and creates distance in relationships. Not keeping promises leads to a loss of respect because it directly relates to trust and responsibility. Here are some specific reasons. Breaking trust. A promise is a commitment. And when that commitment is broken, others' trust is damaged. This loss of trust not only causes disappointment but also makes people unwilling to believe in what you say or do in the future. Causing disappointment and hurt. When you promise something and don't follow through, others feel deceived and hurt. This is especially true in personal relationships, where trust and commitment play vital roles in maintaining strong bonds. Weakening personal credibility. A person who doesn't keep promises is often seen as irresponsible and unreliable. This can weaken personal credibility and lead to a loss of respect from those around them, creating an uncertain environment in the workplace. Not keeping promises can create an unstable and uncertain environment. People don't know if they can rely on you to complete tasks, which can lower morale and productivity. To break the habit of not keeping promises and rebuild trust, here are some steps you can take. Clarify your abilities and commitments before making any promises. Be sure you can fulfill them and have the time to commit. Don't make promises just to please others in the moment without considering your real capacity. Be honest when you can't keep a promise. If you realize that you can't keep a promise, inform the person as soon as possible and explain why. Honesty and transparency in such situations can help alleviate disappointment and maintain some level of trust. Focus on fulfilling small promises. Start by keeping small promises and make an effort to complete them. This will help you rebuild trust with those around you and boost your confidence in keeping larger commitments. Learn to say no politely. Sometimes saying no is necessary to avoid making promises you can't keep. Learning to say no politely and sincerely will help you avoid uncomfortable situations and maintain respect from others. Follow through on commitments. One of the most effective ways to restore respect is by following through on what you've promised. This requires patience, discipline, and commitment from you. Remember, keeping promises is not just about actions but also about honor and trust. In conclusion, not keeping promises is a habit that can quickly lead to a loss of respect and trust from those around you. However, by becoming aware and changing this habit, you can rebuild trust and respect. Always remember that each promise is a commitment, and fulfilling them is not just an act of honesty but also the key to maintaining sustainable relationships and long-lasting trust. 4. The habit of manipulating others. Manipulating others is a toxic habit that not only erodes respect from those around you but also deeply damages relationships. Manipulators often use psychological tactics to control or influence others' behavior to achieve personal goals. This can lead to a loss of trust, insecurity, and even severe emotional harm. Manipulation involves subtly influencing another person's thoughts, feelings, and actions without their full consent. Those with a habit of manipulation often use techniques such as guilt, intimidation, psychological pressure, and even victimization to make others follow their will. For example, in a personal relationship, someone might pretend to be sad or angry to make the other person feel guilty and do what they want. In the workplace, someone might use subtle threats to ensure colleagues or subordinates comply with their demands. These actions not only violate others' personal freedom but also break down trust and respect in relationships. Manipulating others diminishes respect for the following reasons. Violating trust and personal freedom. When someone realizes they've been manipulated, they feel betrayed and disrespected. Manipulation is not just an invasion but also an exploitation of trust and kindness, leading to deep mistrust and causing people to become wary and distant. Causing harm and a sense of being abused. Those who are manipulated often feel hurt and abused, especially when they realize their actions weren't voluntary but influenced by subtle tactics. This can cause emotional harm and a sense of betrayal. Breaking honesty and transparency. Relationships based on manipulation often lack honesty and transparency. When others feel they can't trust your motives and actions, they gradually lose respect and trust, creating an unhealthy environment in workplaces or families. Manipulation creates tension and discomfort. People feel like they have to walk on eggshells around you, unable to express themselves sincerely. This weakens relationships and creates an unhealthy environment. To overcome the habit of manipulation and rebuild respect, you can take the following steps. Acknowledge your behavior. The first step to change is recognizing your manipulative habits and the specific actions you're using. Ask yourself if you're unfairly trying to control others and why you feel the need to do so. Practice honesty and transparency, instead of using manipulation tactics. Practice honesty and transparency in communication. Express your requests and desires directly and respectfully. This will help build trust and create a healthy communication environment. Respect others' freedom and opinions. Remember that everyone has the right to freedom and autonomy in their own lives. Rather than trying to control or direct others' actions, respect their opinions and decisions, even if they don't align with your desires. Change your approach. Instead of manipulating, learn how to persuade and encourage others positively. Use empathy, listen, and share your perspective sincerely to achieve consensus and cooperation. Seek professional help. if you realize your manipulative habits have become a serious problem and you can't change on your own. Consider seeking help from a counselor or psychologist. Professional support can help you understand the deeper causes and offer strategies to change your behavior. In conclusion, manipulating others is a toxic habit that can quickly erode respect and destroy relationships. However, by recognizing and changing this behavior, you can rebuild trust and respect from those around you. Remember, honesty, transparency, and respect are the core elements for maintaining healthy and sustainable relationships. 5. Procrastination and laziness. The habit of procrastination and laziness is one of the toxic behaviors that erodes the respect others have for you. When you consistently procrastinate or act lazily, not only are your work and goals affected, but you also lose the respect of those around you. This habit shows a lack of commitment, discipline, and responsibility, key factors in building trust and credibility in any relationship. Procrastination and laziness can manifest through delays in completing tasks, constantly postponing important duties, or avoiding necessary responsibilities. This not only diminishes personal effectiveness but also creates an image of unreliability and lack of motivation in the eyes of others. Procrastination often stems from anxiety, fear of failure, or a lack of motivation. Laziness, on the other hand, can result from a lack of discipline, bad habits, or indifference to the consequences of one's actions. Regardless of the reason, both habits create negative impressions and reduce respect. The habit of procrastination and laziness causes a loss of respect for several reasons. Lack of responsibility and commitment. When you consistently procrastinate or fail to complete your tasks, you send the message that you do not value your responsibilities. This makes others feel they cannot rely on you, whether in work or personal life. Destroying trust and credibility. Credibility is built on consistency and responsibility. When you fail to meet deadlines, others lose confidence in your abilities and begin to doubt your professionalism and reliability. Creating a burden for others. Procrastination and laziness not only affect you but also place an additional burden on others. Colleagues, friends, or family may have to bear extra work or responsibilities due to your lack of discipline, leading to frustration and loss of respect. Lowering team effectiveness and morale. In a work environment, a person who procrastinates or acts lazily can reduce the overall team's effectiveness. This not only causes frustration but also creates an unhealthy work environment and weakens team morale. To overcome procrastination and laziness and regain respect from others, you can apply the following approaches. Awareness and acceptance. The first step to change is to recognize that you have a habit of procrastination and laziness and accept that it is harming your career and relationships. Self-awareness is key to initiating any change process. Set clear and achievable goals. One of the causes of procrastination is the lack of clear goals or feeling overwhelmed with work. Break down tasks into smaller steps and set specific, achievable goals to follow through more easily. Apply time management techniques. Learn how to manage your time effectively by using techniques such as the Pomodoro method, working for 25 minutes and resting for 5 minutes. Priority task lists and daily schedules. This will help you stay focused and complete tasks on time. Create motivation from small achievements. To overcome procrastination and laziness, focus on completing smaller tasks first. These small successes will create motivation and satisfaction, encouraging you to continue with larger tasks. Build discipline. Discipline is essential in changing bad habits. Cultivate habits like waking up early, working consistently, and staying focused on tasks. Gradually, this discipline will become a natural part of life and help you avoid procrastination and laziness. Seek support and feedback from others. Sometimes having someone else remind and support you can help you overcome procrastination. Seek help from colleagues, friends, or family to keep you motivated and on track. Ultimately, procrastination and laziness not only affect personal development but also cause you to lose respect from those around you. However, by recognizing and changing this behavior, you can regain trust and rebuild respect. Remember, discipline, responsibility, and commitment are the keys to maintaining a reliable and successful life. Conclusion. Toxic habits like frequent lying, breaking promises, manipulating others, procrastination, and laziness not only negatively impact personal image but also destroy relationships and erode the respect of those around us. When we engage in such behaviors, we break trust, hurt others, and lose opportunities for personal and professional growth. Respect comes not only from how we treat others but also from how we maintain responsibility, honesty, and self-respect. To regain and maintain respect, it's essential to be aware of our bad habits and commit to change. Building trust and respect requires patience, transparency, and responsible action. We need to show honesty in every word and action, maintain our commitments, and respect the freedom and emotions of others. For success in both personal and professional life, we must focus on self-improvement and eliminate harmful habits. Respect is a crucial factor that strengthens all relationships and creates a happy and successful life. Therefore, always be mindful of your actions and continually strive to improve yourself to build healthy, lasting relationships based on mutual trust and respect. Wishing you success and happiness on your journey.